¿Qué lo que mi gente? Welcome back to Yanil Journey. Nobody warning me about this before I married my husband. And honestly, it surprised me more than anything else in our marriage. It wasn't the language, it wasn't the culture, it was it was the food. Yes guys, the food. Food. Hi everyone, I'm Yanil. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm from the Dominican Republic. I'm married to an American guy. I moved to the States from the Dominican Republic, so I know both worlds. I know Dominican Republic life, and now I know American life and American culture because I've been living here for the last 10 years. And today I want to talk about something very real in my marriage. As you know, I always share and try to be transparent and authentic with you because it's very nice when you are visiting there and you are like hanging out with someone or you are on vacation than when you move here. And something nobody talks about in intercultural relationships, I like to address those topics to you guys because you need to know before you bring somebody here or you move permanently in the Dominican Republic. And in the Dominican Republic, food is not just food for us. Food is love, family, it's tradition. For example, every Sunday there is a special meal. We're going to the grandmother house, we're going to visit friends, family comes to your house and visit you, bringing food. When we celebrate anything, there is food. When we are sad, there is food. Everything's connect with food in a sense. And of course, I grew up eating rice, beans, chicken, plantains, mango, salami, sancocho, pastelón, moro, so many dishes that feel like home to me. And you know, Dominican flavor and taste are amazing. If I forgot any, just put it there in the comments. So when I get married, I thought everything will continue the same way, but then I realized something very important. My husband grew up in a very different culture. They have here different flavors, different seasons, different meals, routines, different expectations for everything. And I remember one day in the kitchen, I was thinking, wait, I cannot continue and cook Dominican food every single day. Not because he doesn't like it, he actually enjoys Dominican food. He loves it. But that is not what he grew up eating every day. And I start to picking like the Sundays he make like a comment like, oh, this again, oh, that again. And then that's when I connecting that. And honestly, I also cannot eat only American food every day. So we address and in the are in the same page in that way. And now that we are growing up, our daughter, we are the same way. She tries so many different food. In my house, every dinner, every lunch is like a festival. And that was my very first big lesson in my marriage, because marriage is no about one person changing. Marriage is both people adapting, and I have to learn new recipes. I have to try new foods. I never like the food I never grew up with. Some I love it, some so not so much. And I'm sure my husband felt the same way about some Dominican food too. The only thing is he just telling me in my face, I don't like this. And that is okay. That is okay because food, I think food is emotional. Food carries memories. And when, for example, let me see, when I eat mango, like a smashed plantain, I think about my mom. When I make coffee, I think about my mom, my grandmom, because we used to have a coffee like a ritual, like a routine, and share things for everything in the Dominican family, they will bring you coffee to you. And I think about Sunday mornings in the Dominican Republic. I think about my childhood. It's a lot of things that when I'm in the kitchen reminds me my culture, my roots. And then I realize something beautiful. My husband have the same feelings about his food. His food also remind him of his childhood, his memories, his home, his mom, of course. And I think food connect us to where we come from. And that's why food difference matter more than people think. But over time, something beautiful happened. We stopped thinking about, at least in my house, and every house, every marriage is different. But we stop thinking about Dominican food versus American food, and we start to building our own family culture. Some nights we eat Dominican food, Indian food, Asian food. Some nights we eat American food, and some nights we try completely new things. Everything depends on or calories or goal. If we are trying to lose weight, gain muscles, everything depends on that. And honestly, I think that is one of the best part of an intercultural marriage. You don't lose your culture, you spend it. You grow, learn, create something new together every single day. It's up to you how much effort you want to put, how like you will want to have your mindset closed and don't open up for new things. And I think that is all about. Now that we have a daughter, this is even more special because we try to introduce our daughter all these type of foods. Like we want she be able to eat anything, and we don't want she growing up to be picky. So she gets to experience both cultures, the taste to both worlds, like my Dominican flavor and of course all the American options you find here in the States. She gets to understand where we both coming from. And I think that's very amazing, very beautiful. And if you are dating or married to someone from another culture, here is my advice to you. Be curious. Don't expect them to become exactly like you or like everything that you like. Learn about their food, their tradition, learn what matters to them, because love is not about finding someone like you. To me, love is about building something new together every day. And sometimes that starts in the kitchen. And I decided to do this video because I was thinking about that. I was thinking, man, if I think all the struggle that my husband and I was going through when we, like when I officially moved to the States, it is a lot of things because I think, and when I go back and think about food, food was the biggest difference between me and my partner. And I don't know if other people experience that. Because, for example, when I get here, my husband was like into a diet, low carbs, all these things. I used to eat rice, beans, plantains, fried fish, all the Dominican dishes, they have a lot of carbs. He wasn't happy about that. He wasn't addressed, and I'm kind of lucky that I made that click before the thing getting worse or before he had to address to me in an uncomfortable way. Because I feel when you move here from another cold country, you feel lonely. You feel everything is different, everything is new. You just basically live your entire life and all the things that you have in your country and move here with two luggage. And that is a huge change. You get very emotional, sometimes you living in a roller coaster sap. I moved here during the winter, so to me it was like in December 21st during the winter. Oh my gosh, December 24, all my family together in my country celebrating Christmas. But that was my first Christmas here, so I need to make memories too. We need to cook food, going to visit my husband's family, eating in my husband's family, because of course he want to introduce me to the other part of the family I don't know, and to his friends and all of that. And I think it's a lot of things in intercultural marriage and relationship that you have to think about. And before you move here, or before, I mean, if you're a guy, you want to move to the Dominican Republic, you need to learn a lot. And you need to have a hard conversations about things like that. Because if not, your relationship no will be good, no will be successful. And I think you need to take care of that before you make or take the big steps. And I just want to share with you this, because I have so many things that I can compare, and I will try to make a video for all the guys and the girls out there that are dating people from different culture. That way you guys know that, yeah, it will be some issues, it will be some struggle, hard situations and things like that. But if you guys love each other, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. and and yes, take the risks, try new things, be open up for all these amazing things that you can try, that you can experience with your partner. Keeping always in mind, when you go there for vacations, it's totally different when you go there and live there and deal with all the things in the Dominican Republic, the traffic, the hot weather, the customer service. I want to make a video about that. The customer service in my country. Oh God, I think I need to make a video about that. But I would really want to read your stories. Let me know in the comments, please. What is your relationship, your experience with your partner? What you think about food, the challenge that you experience as a couple. I want to read you. I wanna hear more about your experience. And see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment, and see you next time, guys. Bye. Take care.